Hey YouTube, this is my first video on my Robes 08 Reviews channel, and this is a little something different from this channel, from my other channel, my Robes 08 channel, which is of course fragrances. I'm huge into fragrances, of course. If you know me, you know that I love designer fragrances and niche fragrances also, but I also like to delve into the designer brands also for clothing or accessories, things like that. And I decided to use this channel to let you guys know what I think of certain things. It might be different from this video, it might change to other things, but today what I'm going to tackle is I've been shopping for a good designer belt. And this is actually my first belt. I have a huge belt collection, but I never really went over and beyond as far as purchasing a good designer belt, as far as purchasing it for $200 or more. I have some great belts, but nothing, over and beyond $200 Canadian for a good belt. So I've been searching high and low, and this is the first time that I'm buying a designer belt. So I'm looking at the familiar faces like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Burberry, Hermes for a good belt. And usually when it's like your first one, you're definitely looking into the patterns that you know. On Louis Vuitton with the monogram, with the brown, Burberry with their, of course, their signature on the belt, and of course Gucci too. So either way, in the past couple months, I've been looking at a designer belt, and with these type of videos, I'm going to be touching base with you guys with the product. This is going to be the initial video, but also I'm going to be coming back maybe 6 months later, a year later, and let you guys know how happy I am from the product, especially if it's a fairly pricey product, like you guys know, if it's actually worth the cash or not. So my experience for looking at belts, I only went into 3 stores. In Canada, I went to the Burberry store to see what they had available for belts. I'm going to show you guys the picture, or a picture of what I was kind of looking at. It's the signature Burberry plaid belt, and I really felt like that one was, pricing was around 200 and up. I think it was high 200s. The thing that I didn't like about that belt was I don't think I could have wore it with much, with jeans, something like that. But other than that, I don't think I'd be wearing it. It wasn't versatile enough for me, and I'm looking for something versatile because I'm not going to have 100 of these designer belts like fragrances, I can go with something that's not very versatile, but with this, my first purchase, I want something versatile that I'm going to wear with almost anything, almost. So the Burberry, the service in Burberry was pretty good. They had a greeter, it was great. Help with the belt wasn't that great. I was in the belt section and nobody came to me at all actually for help. So I was by myself on the Burberry belt section, and I just basically left the store. I was looking for help, but nobody helped me, so I left. So I have purchased from the Burberry store before. I've had amazing service, but sometimes you get good, sometimes you get bad. So just to let you guys know about the service in the Burberry store. Secondly, I went to Louis Vuitton, and that was also in I believe in the Yorkdale Mall. I purchased a wallet from them a few days ago, and I decided to go back to take a look at the belts. And I was looking for just a straight up monogram brown belt. I'll show you guys a picture of kind of what I was looking at. I think I wasn't looking for the gold buckle, but I think they had a brown one, like a matte brown LV. And that one, pricing was in the 400s. I think it was like $420 plus tax. And as far as service goes, the service was great for my wallet, crap for the belt, and that kind of persuaded me to look elsewhere. I really didn't like the service I was getting, especially since I just bought a wallet from that exact same store a couple days ago. You'd think they'd recognize your face and be like, okay, you know, this guy is serious about purchasing it. It looked like the guy didn't really want to help me at all. So it was at least somebody did come and helped me at Louis Vuitton store. But either way, for $400, the belt, I didn't think it was worth putting in that investment for that belt. So I was looking elsewhere for a belt. Now, when I went to Aruba, I went to that Louis Vuitton store and took a look at their belts also. If you've ever been in a Louis Vuitton store, they only have like the selection of belts they have. You actually have to ask for your sizing. Most of these stores is like that, same as Gucci, same as Burberry. They only have like at least 12 belts, all different, and you just take the one that you like, and then you tell them what size you want it, and then you can test it out. So the Louis Vuitton store in Aruba, again, I tested out the belt, and I just felt like the pricing was not worth the build quality. And then I went to my first Gucci store in Aruba and definitely found a belt for me. And it's your first purchase for a belt from the designer genre. Pricing was not bad. It was $280, $290, something like that for the belt. So the pricing was much better than Louis Vuitton pricing, and I think the build quality is about the same. And from the two previous pictures that you saw, the Burberry one and the Louis Vuitton, I think this one, which is a black belt, I can wear with jeans, and I can also wear it with, you know, not high dressy pants, but, you know, casual dressy pants. I don't know if I can explain that correctly, but I think this belt's a little more versatile than what I was looking at. So let's take a look at what comes with the Gucci belt. Now, first of all, when purchasing designer stuff like this, I highly recommend to go to the source. Either go online to their website or go in store and purchase one of these. You never want to go to eBay or buy a used product, just because you never know. Someone could have purchased the real product and still have the dust bag and everything. It looks all authentic, and they could have purchased a fake belt and selling it for premium price, and they still have the original belt. You never know on eBay, things like that. Never. Especially if you're paying this type of pricing, go to the source. Even though you're going to be saving maybe $100 or something on eBay, don't do it. Don't do it. So, what came with the belt? First of all, Gucci. When I went in the store, customer service was all right. When I first walked in, of course, somebody, you know, greets you. When I went in the belt section, the help wasn't that great. I did want to get a size and actually had to go to the counter and ask somebody. So service, you know, with these high-end stores, I want better service. I'm paying this type of pricing, I should get great service. Like the first time I went to a Louis Vuitton store, the lady stuck with me the whole time and helped me pick out a wallet. So that's the kind of service I want if I'm paying this type of pricing. For Gucci, it was all right. They all have greeters. The greeters are super nice, awesome. But I would like to have someone in that section, which this Gucci store had shoes and belts at the same section, and there was just a lady standing there. She didn't really help out anybody. So service, kind of poor, but either way, this is the belt I wanted. So let's take a look at what comes with the belt. Once I did purchase the belt, she was really friendly, obviously. So this is where your bill comes in. They got very nicely done. As you can see, the Gucci pattern right here, and it just comes in this little receipt. So it comes with that. It comes with a dust bag, and it says, of course, Gucci on it. And this bag is just to put your belt in. You can use it later on for travel use if you want to put your belt in it, so it doesn't scratch or tear or whatever. I'm probably going to use this for something else, but either way, it comes in a dust bag, and this is, I actually kept the bag, so I might as well show it. And this is what the bag looks like. It's got that, you know, that Gucci pattern. If you take a look at my camera, it's got that GG in there. So that's the bag. And the belt itself that I purchased is the interlocking G logo. This is the buckle. And as you can see, very thick. It's got some weight to it. Not too much though. I really wanted to go with the black on black, which is what you see here, black on black. And as you can see, good stitching, as you can see here. Very well done. It's got 5 holes for me to use. I got the belt a little bigger than my waist size. So if I do add a little bit of weight, which I often do, or lose a lot of weight, I can use these holes, even though I'm gonna probably put a few more holes in the back end, perhaps. But either way, this is what I went with. I think the build quality's about the same with Burberry, Louis Vuitton, and Gucci. I think this is going to be a great black on black look for jeans. Definitely, that's what I was looking for. Usually when I'm home, I'm using mostly my jeans, and this is going to be a belt that I'm going to be keeping with me at home. So this is my newest purchase from Gucci. Nice black belt. And I'm going to keep in touch with you guys if you're interested in designer belts. This is my first one, and perhaps I'll do a video in a year later and tell you guys how the build quality is on this guy, and all that good stuff. I think that would be good for this channel as far as reviewing, to let you guys know how it stands up to the test of time, right? So this is my review, or my unboxing of my new belt. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And I'm looking for a future belt, most likely later on or early next year. And I'm looking at a white belt. I'm going to show you guys a couple pictures of the white belts that I've been looking at. I like to do my research before I actually do anything, but I'm looking at an hermes, which has the big H at the front, white belt, or the Gucci one that I found at Gucci, which has the, well, you'll see. I'll show you guys the 2 pictures. Let me know what you think of those 2 belts, and if you have any suggestions for a white belt for me, let me know. Thanks.